There we go.
All right, welcome back everyone to Reality Radio. We're back here to discuss Survivor's World Apart episodes 8 and 9. You guys can follow us on Twitter at Reality Radio Pod. You can follow actually Andrew, what's your Twitter number? Twitter name?
At CSUA Kirk.
Who's that?
What?
You laughed like a seal or something like. This is weird. What's going on with you?
We're 30 seconds into this podcast, bro.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you follow us and you guys can subscribe to our YouTube channel, Talk Reality TV, for more discussion. We talk about several different shows. Let's get right into it. This is a great season. I'm loving this season. And it's so great. I just want to compare. I think I made this comparison earlier, but if you look at last season was, I feel like, was good because they had a lot of interesting gameplay going on, but the personalities weren't great at all. You know, it was like a lot of strategic people, but like a lot of strategy players, but not a lot of good personas. Whereas this season, it's the complete opposite. I feel like there's a bunch of morons and just ridiculousness, but it's so fun to watch. You know, it's so fun to watch. There's only like one or two real gamers in there in this cast, but it's so much more entertaining than last season. So, I'm loving it. All right, so just kick off with episode 8. The only thing that I felt like that really caught my eye, I have no idea what Stefan is doing right now, but the only thing that I feel like really caught my eye is Mike has already been like declared leader and running the show. I mean, we've all seen it. We've seen it because we're the viewers and we see everything. But you know, Rodney actually was the one to say it in this episode, and he was like, "Okay, look, Mike is running the show, and I'm gonna let him keep running the show until we knock out all these other people. Other people meaning Joe, Jen, and Shireen. And so I mean, what's your take on Mike's situation and how he's handling things? Like, do you think that he needs to tone it down, or maybe like, do you think that he has another game plan, has another like alliance within that big alliance?
At this stage, we're down to 9, right? At this stage, I think he's doing a really good job. I mean, there have been some times in the season where I'm like, okay, this dude needs to calm down. He's trying too hard. But honestly, and we'll definitely get into some of the stuff he did this past Wednesday, as well as last week, I feel like he's playing the best game that we're seeing. I mean, there could be somebody. I feel like Tyler might be another person that might be playing a better game than Mike. But we're not really seeing all of Tyler's game. We're seeing all of Mike's game, you know?
So do you think that maybe it's looking too good for Mike, though?
I think so. I mean, this point at the merge last season, we all thought it was going to be either Jeremy or Josh. And they both went out. Josh went out final 10. Jeremy went out final... No, Josh went out final 11. Jeremy went out final 10.
Yeah.
So... CBS, I like editing when it comes to CBS shows as to MTV shows because they always try to throw in loopholes, like being like, "Oh, this might happen, but wait, somebody else is going home."
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're really good. They're really good.
I mean, it's really good.
Really good.
So right now, Mike's playing the best game. Does that mean he will go to the final 3? Ooh, I don't know.
Well, okay, so
I hope so. I like him.
In episode 8, we see Rodney after the who left?
Kelly.
After that tribal council, Will and Rodney were talking about how Will was the only one to vote Haley because he wanted to. Mike told Will to vote Haley because he wanted to see if he can trust Will, and Will was a little upset about that. He was the only one to vote Haley. Everyone else voted Jen, and Rodney was saying to Will, like, "Look, bro, I got you. We just need to stick to this plan. Just stick to this 7." While we get the other guys out, and then once it's down to just us, then we can break off. We meaning Rodney, Will, Tyler, and Mama C. So
break off from Mike, Dan, and Sierra.
Yeah,
okay.
That was the conversation. So that's what I was saying. Like, do you think like Mike maybe has like a backup? Like Rodney has, does he have like a plan where it's like, okay, when we get down to the final 7, or do you think that he's still going with, okay, when we get down to the final 7, it's going to be Team Blue taking out the 3
White collars?
No. Will, Tyler, and Carolyn. Do you think that that's Mike's plan, or do you think Rodney is really the one playing Mike and maybe the one who could?
Now that Joe's gone, it's going to be interesting to see who's aligned with who, because we see Shireen aligned with Mike, and yeah. I made a tweet during the last episode, and I couldn't be more wrong about that. I thought Shireen was like Victoria. That was a stupid tweet. I apologize for that. She's nothing like Victoria. She actually plays the game. It might not be the best strategic game, but she's playing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Mike, Dan, and Sierra could get Jen and Shireen next week and blindside Tyler or Rodney.
You think that?
I think we're going to see a big move next week, Win, and I couldn't be more excited.
It is time for a big move. If they keep going this way, it's going to be like. No, yeah, I'm just ready for someone else. I'm ready for someone to pick up Jen and say, okay, look, I want to get this guy out. Please, will you, instead of like just picking on her and like, going after her, it's like she's weak right now. She doesn't have the mental mentality to handle the rest of this game. She already talking about quitting. So someone needs to scoop her up. It'll probably be, I can see Mike doing that. To target Tyler or Carolyn, someone he may figure may cause him more troubles.
I don't know why I don't know why nobody suspects Carolyn having the idol.
Why would anyone suspect that though?
Like they talked about it last week. They were like, oh, when they were thinking about voting Shireen off, and Dan was like, oh, I don't think she's that sneaky enough, and I want to get into that next, if you don't mind. I don't think she's that sneaky enough to have the idol and not tell anybody.
You said that about Shireen?
Yeah. So it's like, if Shireen doesn't have it, Tyler or Carolyn must,
Well, I think that they're trusting. I think that they're really underestimating those two, and they're really trusting them that they're being honest. I think that's what it is. Like they're picking on Joe, Shireen, and Jen. I don't mean like picking on, like teasing or anything, but I'm just saying like they're really focused on those guys because they don't trust them at all. Whereas Tyler like you saw Tyler in I forgot what episode it was, but Tyler, when he told Mike about the clue, about Joe's clue that he had.
That shocked me. I didn't think Tyler was a rat. I really didn't think Tyler was a rat. But he ratted Joe out in, as far as editing time goes, 2 minutes.
What do you say?
I didn't expect. I've liked Tyler the whole season except for that moment right there that you just mentioned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of caught me off guard too. I didn't see his purpose in doing that. I mean, that's something that you probably want to keep to yourself. I don't know why he felt like he needed to. Like that's what makes me question him. I know he looks like he could be in a good position, but would he really make a move? Would he really stand on his own and say, okay, now it's time to target the big dogs? because that move right there, that scene just made me question, like, is he really being strategic, or is he just being dragged along and he doesn't plan on doing anything? Because he had several times to really turn this game around, and he's chosen to stick by the blue collar tribe every single time.
I mean, he did in the very beginning when he got rid of So. I mean, he could have kept So and got rid of Carolyn. So I feel like he's making moves, but the move
that was like the first episode.
Yeah. I feel like he's making moves, but that move that he made, obviously it costed him because he didn't get the idol. Mike has the idol now. Can we talk about Dan? Can we talk about Dan and Shireen's conversation though, real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah. I was just gonna get into that.
Yeah, Dan's like, oh, you're a super fan just like me. How do you not know basic math or something like that?
That whole conversation was so hard to watch.
It was.
Like, I give Shireen a lot of props for being able to stay calm, not go off on him, and to just listen and just let him run his mouth. Because that took a lot out of it. Like, I just couldn't do it. And I didn't even get what he was trying. What was his purpose of trying? Like, was he trying to intimidate her?
I mean, if Shireen would have moved to the other side, they would have had 8-3, and she would have probably finished 8th place in that group. 8th or 7th, depending on how Will is with the other half.
Right.
Because I'm still not sure where Will stands. But anyways. And then what makes it even worse is he's like, I don't know if he meant anything by this or not. He was like, somebody should slap her. It's like,
yeah,
you're on national TV. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that. I don't care how annoying she gets. And honestly, ever since Max got voted out, I haven't been. Have you been annoyed by her?
Well, that's what I wanted to get into. Was her editing, because her editing is really interesting to me. Like you said, ever since, I mean, it's all about the editing. They could have put, when her and Max were together, that was the storyline then, and they could have put just all their most annoying habits into one clip for that episode, knowing Max was going to get voted out. Now, since he's gone, they know that maybe she lasts a lot longer, so maybe they're cutting that out now and actually giving her an edit of someone who could potentially make it to the final 3. Because right now it's like it's not her being annoying. It's really her having decent sound bites. Is like saying like, I see backseat drive, saying like, okay, I need to make like her conversation with Mike on episode 8 when she's talking about how she needs to gosh, I forgot what exactly she was saying, but she was talking to Mike about trying to target. She was trying to pit the Blues against each other and saying how that was her plan, saying how she was telling Mike how he would if he made it to the final that she would vote for him and things like that. So it seems like she is thinking ahead. She's not just following along. And now we're seeing they're showing us her strategies now, and so my thing is, and with that conversation with Dan, because that worked in Shireen's favor. I feel like people are more on her side now. My thing is that do you think that her editing is a final 3 edit now? Do you see her making it in a final 3, just based off of the editing?
As the quote unquote GOAT, I think that's what they call in Survivor terms. Yeah. I think she can. I think she can make it.
Yeah, it's definitely possible if she sticks with Mike and Mike sticks with her.
Like beginning of this game, I couldn't stand her. She would always like walk around the beach with her bottoms off. It's like, come on, just take it all off for crying out loud. But it's like ever since Max left, I've liked her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like they're giving her a great edit. I mean, they give her like 20 more sound bites than they give freaking Sierra, who we've only seen for like 2 minutes the past couple weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last 2 episodes, I've definitely fallen in love with Shireen. Because she's
I
like the
wouldn't say that,
underdog, you know?
but she is the underdog.
Yeah.
She is the
She's
underdog.
the underdog. I like rooting for underdogs.
Well,
I'm co-
her and Jen are the underdogs, but Jen has lost her fight, so it's
Yeah.
hard to root for her
Yeah,
now.
it's disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's disappointing to see someone like that.
A couple other things
Hopefully
I
she
want to
gets her fight
talk.
back.
A
I can
couple
see
other
what happened.
because we're on the topic of Dan. I want to talk about how hilarious it was that he missed both twice on the immunity challenge. It's like Dan
What?
is. Has anybody ever messed up that bad on an immunity challenge from what you guys have seen?
I'm sure. No, yeah, Will is on this challenge. How can you not forget about Will? How can you forget about Will? He's messed up more than everybody.
No, I mean he thought he had it right twice. Dan did the puzzle, the sliding puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
And
She
Jeff
was
Probst,
rushing.
Yeah. Jeff Probst was like, Dan is wrong.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, you know what? He doesn't even need it. He probably
Yeah,
should do it.
his alliances got him.
You guys have to see. I don't know if you guys ever watch any of the clips on a CBS YouTube. Dan has a video that he's like, I just suck.
Yeah. At least he's honest.
He was like, yeah, I suck.
His numbers just keep him there, basically. Blue collar.
And honestly, I would have never thought, even from the very beginning, I would have never thought the three out of the blue collar that appear to be running things were the ones who would last the longest. Like Rodney, Mike, and Dan. Do you guys remember how they were when we first met them? They were just arguing with everyone, getting in fights with all the girls, getting in fights with each other all the time, running their mouths, extra cocky and arrogant. And here they are, like they could be a final three, which I think would be horrible.
That would be terrible.
It would be great though.
If one person, if someone was supposed to turn, it would probably be Rodney.
Hearing Dan and Rodney's final three speeches would be like, and hearing them answer the questions would be like hilarious, especially Rodney. So I would actually welcome that final three.
One quote from Tribal, and then we'll talk about who gets eliminated. Dan said 3 words, Jeff. Floaters never win. Or flippers never win, excuse me. We might see a flipper win this season.
I can't even say if that's accurate or not because I haven't seen every season.
Shireen countered it with Tony.
Oh, was Tony a flipper?
I guess I only watched like about 4 or 5 episodes of that season.
Okay. Yeah.
But no.
I don't know.
Okay, so I mean that was I just want to talk about, and what do you guys think about Shireen? I guess we already kind of talked about that. Whether she was playing the blues or will she get played is what I have down. Like it appears that she's actively going in there and is like, okay, I want to pit these guys against each other.
In the beginning.
But do you think that she's gonna be the one getting played? Like Mike may be onto that and be like, okay, let me just drag this girl. Because I don't know, it's weird that we don't see how tight Carolyn is really in the situation. Like, is she really siding with Mike, or is she gonna do her own thing later on? So we don't really. I don't know.
Yeah, which makes it really interesting.
Yeah, but besides Joe, who's the next biggest target? Like, who do you think is next? I would say probably Mike. If the tribe is smart enough to want to go against him.
After Haley got voted out and was the first member of the jury, I was like, okay. Especially from the preview that they had for this week, I was like, okay, Joe's going next. And fact first, I listened to Haley's exit interview on Rob's podcast. Had Joe not won immunity that challenge, he would have got home. The no callers would have turned on him. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, well, it wasn't either. Wait, which one were you talking about? Were you talking when Haley got voted out?
Yeah, had Joe not won immunity, Haley and Jen would have turned on Joe.
I mean, they have no other choice, really. They really don't. No one seems to be willing to work with them, which is weird to me.
Yeah. And so Haley gets voted out. Honestly, the hashtag blindside for that episode, I didn't really get it.
It wasn't a blindside.
It wasn't a blindside. I mean,
I gotta give
one side was
It
voting for
wasn't.
Haley, the other side was voting for Dan. Was it a blindside because Sierra didn't stick to her word and Carolyn didn't stick to her word, or what?
I don't know, but I mean that would have been some like seeing the girls team up. That could definitely be something, but
Yeah.
it fell flat.
It is
So
what it is.
Haley got voted out, and then now we have a depressed Jen, and she's just tired of being there. I mean, I can see it because her and Haley have kind of been like attached at the hip since day one. So so it's like she's just not.
But it's
she's
still
not
no
in
excuse.
it, but
You know, you're there to play Survivor.
it's no excuse. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of.
So
hopefully, she gets her mojo back. That's what she needs.
Because I picked her to win, I hope so too, but I don't know. It's tough.
So what do you guys think that will happen with Jen? Do you think that someone's gonna pick her up and say, okay? Do you think that the blue collar will decide to spare her because she's appearing weaker now that she's admitted to wanting to leave? Do you think that they'll switch and go after Sharon or possibly Carolyn or Tyler? Or do you think they'll stick with Jen even though that's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
It would be very lame if they stuck with Jen. And I know next week they showed a fight between Rodney and Mike, so that might lead to a big blindside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm really hoping because like in the episode 8 we see Rodney says that he has Will, Tyler, and Mama C, and they're ready to, as soon as the others get voted out, which is Jen, Sharon, and at that point Joe, then those 4 will turn on Sierra, Dan, and Mike. So maybe next week things could speed up a little bit, and maybe this will lead to Rodney, because in this episode we get the sense that Rodney doesn't vibe well with Mike and Dan.
I mean, ever since Dan called Rodney's mom a whore, it's been like that.
It seemed like he's sticking with them because he's stuck with them this long. They're blue collar and they're the only people that he can kind of trust. But it seems like he doesn't really like them like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am excited for next week because I hope that this means that he's gonna step up and really like flip things, and I hope that people follow him because it could be like Will, Tyler, and Carolyn may choose to side with the other three, Sierra, Dan, and Mike, and not Rodney. So I'm hoping that this alliance is really tight because I can ride with that. I can live with that.
Well, I mean, if we fast forward to the tribal, Mike, Joe makes that fake idol. I'm not a fan of fake idols.
That was awesome.
Yeah. He uses the idol on Joe, which I thought that was amazing. I mean, Will. He used the idol on Will, excuse me. Which I like that move. I felt like that move was a very strategic move, and it worked, obviously, because the idol was not a real idol. And it'll be interesting to see what side Will chooses if they, which I hope they don't get rid of Shreen and Jen next, because that would be boring TV. See what side Will would choose between those two, Mike and Rodney. I think it's 50-50. I honestly do.
Well, I don't know. I mean, after we see Rodney do those impersonations, I think he won Will over. That was amazing, and
I saw that coming though with Rodney and Will pairing up and then going after Mike. Hopefully,
his sports analogies, Rodney's sports analogies, are excellent.
Those impersonations blew me away. I was just like,
he was spot on.
If you closed your eyes, it was like Mike and Dan were talking. It was
talking. It was. He was spot on.
I don't want to talk like Mike. I would never impersonate Mike because I wouldn't want to lose my voice. His voice is so.
He has one of those. Yeah, he has one of those type of
so raspy,
smoker voices.
Even though he probably doesn't smoke.
No, it's just like that's the how his voice is.
Yeah.
So, but it was that was great. I feel like Rodney is he gets hyped really easily. You know, like we saw with like he got into a little argument with Sharon a couple like episode 8. And you know, as you see this episode, next week's episode,
you got an argument with Sharon too, huh? I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. So I mean.
And they still don't know.
But at the same time, I feel like he's like a fun guy. On their downtime, he's like a funny guy to be around. So I can see him making connections that way, and that's why I can see him and Will bonding. Because in episode 9, when they had that reward challenge, you know, they all seemed like they just gel really well. It was Joe, Jen, Will, Rodney, and I think someone else. Carolyn, was it? So
I don't remember. The chocolate cafe.
The chocolate cafe, which got to be disgusting. Well, one, I don't like chocolate, but
M&M's for Survivor, Skittles for Big Brother. Amazing Race. What do they pick for me? What is Amazing Race's candy?
All I know is that when you eat this stuff and you have nothing on your body, nothing in your system, like you know that they're just
sugar high.
No, not that. Like they're either puking it up or crapping it out, and that's got to be the worst because they don't have any. It's like, God, they're like ruining their stomach.
It probably hit them real hard.
Real hard, yeah. It's like they get that instant satisfaction, but then later on they're really feeling it. Like, oh man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So, but hey, I like that they gave him one. They gave him like one M&M before the reward challenge. Just like, here you go.
Pick a
color.
Okay, we talked about Joe's fake idol, Jen wanting to quit. Let's just go right into tribal, because that was big when Jen was talking about. She was openly talking about quitting.
Jen would have given her the immunity necklace had she won to Joe.
And I don't believe that.
I think she would have.
Yeah, I think she would have too, because then that would have forced them to vote out another player. You know?
Yeah, and as far as I know, that would have been only the 3rd time that happened.
And then Jen would have been probably the choice to get rid of, because she saved Joe.
But if she gives up her immunity, then she goes home.
But that's what she wanted.
That's what she wanted.
But is it though?
At that time, it looked like she did, but yeah, she could. Hopefully, she does change her mind.
And Jeff was like, "How about you just do the ultimate non-caller thing and just quit?"
I think she wants to be a jury, though. She wants to still be on the jury because I feel like if she quits, she won't be.
In Ponderosa with Haley, that's what she's like. Man, just vote me out so I can go chill with Haley.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they can go skinny dipping in the pool in Ponderosa.
But at the same time, it could be a strategy because, like I said, now that she's appearing weaker than ever. Yeah, so now she's like, oh, she doesn't want to be here, so why not? Like, she's not going to try in the challenges, even though she really did kick butt in that immunity challenge, even though she lost, but she still did really good. But yeah, what were you saying, Stefan?
No, I was saying the same thing about Jen. Like, does she really want to quit? Is she just saying it for her strategy to keep her there?
Mm-hmm.
But at the time, it looked like she really did. I don't know.
Have we seen somebody like that in past seasons be like, "Oh, I want to quit"?
Colton. That was a funny moment though.
Colton
in the first Blood vs. Water. You don't remember that? He was there with his boyfriend.
That's the one who's his boyfriend passed away, right?
Yeah, Caleb.
Yeah.
He was crying and Jeff just let him have it. He was just like going. So yeah, I mean, people have like just openly like just quit and just walked out.
Well, I know people have quit, but has somebody quit and been like, "Oh, I just want to get voted out"?
Oh, and then the girl last season too. I totally forgot her name.
Who?
John Rocker's woman.
Yeah, remember she quit, and because she quit, Jeremy got saved in an extra week because they were going to vote him out at tribal, but because she quit, they didn't go to tribal.
Sweet.
I forgot her name though. But I mean, yeah, I think that I'm surprised that they didn't. I guess I'm not surprised they didn't vote her out. Never mind, not surprised. It was a smart decision to go ahead while Joe has no immunity idol. You know he can win one easily. Not easily, but he can definitely win another one.
Yeah,
so
hands
might as well
down.
just get him out right now while you can.
Yep, we got the chance. Exactly.
All right, so I mean, let's just go right into predictions. What are you guys thinking about? Like, who's do you think anyone's flipping next week? We see a fight, but that could just be.
It's gonna happen
Next week.
I mean, if we see Shireen or Jen go home next week, and the other one go home the following week, I mean, that would not make good TV. I mean, it could ultimately happen, but I feel like Rodney and Mike are gonna come to blows, and.
But we have seen that from this blue collar before. We've seen Rodney and Dan go at it, and we've seen Rodney and Mike go at it. We've seen Dan and Mike. So obviously, this fight that they show next week could just be another one of them fighting it out. And the next minute
nothing
they're
happens,
like bros. So that that could definitely.
I want to see one of them turn on each other though. I'm waiting for that. Hopefully, Rodney can.
I want to see
everybody else.
Like the best. I can't talk. The best blindside we've seen so far is Joaquin. I think either Joaquin or Vince. One of those.
Joaquin.
Oh my
god, that was heartbreaking.
We're great blindsides. And
Rodney
even if
what were you saying, Andrew? I don't know why I call you Andre.
Like even if like a favorite player of mine goes home.
Are you drunk?
You're talking about me.
What are you drinking?
Drunk off my root beer.
Okay.
Like even if a favorite player of mine goes home next week, whether it be Mike, whether it be, I think Tyler's fine. Whether it be Mike or Rodney, I kind of want one of them to go because I want to see.
I want Rodney to gather everyone to get rid of Mike. With the immunity idol. I want him to be blindsided.
Who would they split the votes with?
That's gonna be hard. And like it's gonna be hard for Rodney to convince people, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, if that alliance that he has is tight, like as he says it is,
no, but he can easily get Jen and
people will listen to Mike more, like Dan, Sierra. We gotta see. I don't know about Tyler. I feel like Tyler would listen to Mike too. I don't feel like Tyler would flip.
Yeah, since the Joaquin blindside, I feel like him and Mike and Tyler have been real tight.
Yeah. But someone said on Twitter Mike is calling on a shot, so it'll be smart to get.
Well, he is.
The guy.
I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's why I feel like it would be smart to get rid of him.
But I mean, on one of the seasons I watched on the Hulu, the best blindside that I've ever seen was on a Survivor. Was probably Survivor token scenes. It was when Tyson lost his first immunity challenge. Steven and JT, they both turned on him. So, I mean...
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
when Philip got blindsided on Fans vs. Favorites, that was epic. When Malcolm did the double idol play, that was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see something like that. And I know as far as for the super fans that play the game, even if it happens to them, they like big moves like that.
Do you think that maybe it's too early for someone within that Blue Alliance to turn on each other? Because right now they're in control. Yeah, Mike's running things, but at the same time they're all in control of the situation. They have the numbers.
They got a 1 in 9 chance.
Maybe they should.
They just got. I don't know.
You think they should turn it down?
8 of them left now.
What did you say?
How many people are left though?
9.
9.
I feel like it's the right time to do it because.
Is it 5 of them, Mike?
We have the 7, and ultimately, Rodney's gonna turn. Who knows about Will and Carolyn? I think I don't know. It's tough to say. It's gonna be fun to watch though.
Yeah,
I
so
feel like yeah.
that's
Like,
all right now. If like it's like they have. I mean,
I don't
like
know.
I do
'Cause
think
now
someone needs to
Shireen
swoop up and get
yeah.
Jen and bring her along and not
let
and let bring
last
her along to like the top 5 because you know she's not gonna.
let's go down the line before we go about
unless she
each and
changes
every
her
one
mind.
of the remaining 9 players. If you can see them winning, would you guys be up to doing that real quick?
What do you say?
What I'll do is I'll throw out a name that I want you guys to tell me. Give me like a percentage of how much you think they can win, because I mean we're getting down to the wire here.
I mean, well, I'm. You know what? Actually, you wouldn't even do that because honestly, I feel like everyone can win except for I would say Dan, and that's it. Maybe Jen because she doesn't have a lot of friends who will be in the jury. Anyone
She
else
has
can
2
win.
right now.
That's it. She
That's
has
yeah.
two.
That's
I
it.
think Dan
And
doesn't have a chance.
no, he
I
doesn't have a
think
shot. Everyone else has a shot.
I think Era, because we haven't seen much of her in the past couple weeks. I don't think she
Oh, I
has a
totally
chance.
actually forgot about her. I totally forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, she doesn't. She ain't even.
like I
Yeah.
said, she's only had 2 minutes of airtime the past week or past 2 episodes I've missed. Carolyn does have a chance, but I feel like do you guys ever see Carolyn Tyler voting against each other? I would love to see that happen, just to see one of them make a big move. I think it's too early for them to do that, but do you feel like at Final Five, we just lost Wit? Do you feel like at Final Five, you feel like one of them will turn on each other?
They could, yeah. Final 5. It depends on who else is there. Who
And if
they want
Carolyn
to side
stops her
with.
idol, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. If they, it also depends who they want to. If they want to take each other to the end.
And one thing I
Do
told
they,
Whitney,
do they think they can win against each other?
I love this about CBS. They don't make it as obvious as MTV does, as far as who's going to win. I mean, in your opinion, right now, Stefan, who has the quote unquote winners at it? Who are they trying to tease
I
us
feel
in?
like
Oh, this person's going to win. It's Mike.
it could be Mike, it could be Tyler, it could be Carolyn.
But I mean,
Anyone.
they're showing like a very favorable edit to Mike. And
Somebody, yeah.
I feel like they did that with Josh, and they did that with Reed last season, as well as John Mish too. I mean,
True.
I remember I
That's because
tweeted, I think John's
Mike
gonna
is
win.
calling all the shots.
Yeah.
So he's getting
So I
like the
think
most camera time, you know.
I don't know. I don't want to see Mike go home next week,
Because
but
no
I
one else
have
is
a
really calling
feeling
anything, you know. Everyone's following after
does.
Mike.
That
No,
would be
I
awesome.
wouldn't say that. I think that there are people behind the scenes that are kind of. I do think Rodney's doing his thing. I think he's doing his thing, but he
Yeah.
knows that Mike's running this thing. But
Yeah.
you
He
don't
knows,
want
and that's why it's time for him to like
you
really
don't
do
want to be
something.
the one who is seen running the show. Mike's in a bad position because he even said that as soon as Joe is gone, he's gonna be the next
Yeah.
biggest target.
And that's what. I meant to say that. I feel like after now that Joe's gone, Mike is definitely the next biggest person
Do
to
you
get
feel
out now.
Do you feel like Shireen and Jen will make Final Five or Final Six regardless? You feel like we're gonna see somebody turn next week, or do you feel like it's gonna be
I
another
don't
week?
think
Before you see
so.
it?
I don't think so. I don't think Jen. Sharon maybe, but I don't think Jen is.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
But
Yeah.
so I mean, it's time.
I hope Jen stays because I picked her to win, but it's not
Yeah.
good.
No, yeah, I
Another
really like
bombshell.
Jen, but
Yeah, she's cool.
so let's just wrap up here and it's gonna be a great. I feel like it's gonna be a great like second half of the show because it's so entertaining. These people are so fun to watch. So I'm stoked no matter what
I
happens.
want to say one more thing. The whole Rodney and Tyler voting confessionals. I have no idea what's going on. That was great.
What?
You know how they show voting confessionals? They were like, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, they're trying to tease us. CBS.
What voting confessionals? What are you talking about?
When they were casting their vote.
When they they make
Ronnie
little
said,
comments
like,
and they
he didn't know. Yeah.
okay, got you. All right,
But yeah,
well,
That was like a
Joe's
little
gone.
tease.
I'm disappointed about that. I picked him in my final three. Obviously, it didn't
But
happen.
he was too much of a threat anyway. He was always winning, even though he didn't have any like the numbers. He
Do you
was
guys feel like
too
he'd
much
get
of a
asked?
threat.
You guys feel like CBS would call him back for an All-Star season?
He could,
Yeah.
maybe not an All-Star season, maybe for like another season, but he definitely could call back, I think.
I feel like him, Rock, and Rodney are the two that I would like to see back. And if you want to go back further, I think Max Dawson would be another one to be funny to see back on another season.
There's a lot of great characters this season that I wouldn't mind seeing back. These past 2 seasons have some really great people to bring back.
I'm like Carolyn and Tyler now. Is that weird? Like I keep jumping.
my picks, man, my picks working out.
Yeah,
Y'all laughing at me. Y'all like, nah, Carolyn, she ain't got no shot.
No, but I did kind of. Well, no, yeah, I doubted Carolyn.
I picked it.
I doubted it too
because
because
I like Carolyn, her personality. Because Carolyn, she's very like, I don't know, something about her. She's no wuss. I feel like she'll tell like it is.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun to watch. I'm definitely looking forward to it.
And Tyler, he won that immunity challenge. So I was like, oh, okay, look at you, Tyler. All right.
He was a former. Oh, what did they say? I think he was a former like kicker, college football kicker or something.
That's good.
And he looks athletic.
Yeah, but you need to be careful though. You can't be like Joe. Can't be winning everything. That's the only thing. Unless you have the numbers.
Yeah. All right. So that's the wrap for our Survivor episode 8 to 9 discussions. Tune in next Wednesday at 8 p.m. 8 Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, whatever. For the next episode of Survivor to see what happens. We'll definitely be back.
Yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be amazing. And
Speaking of double episodes,
see Boston Rod.
Oh, it's 2 episodes.
Is next week 2 episodes?
I have no idea.
That's what someone. I thought you said that.
No, I'm saying we should be in another one soon, right? Because I think the finale is like in a month.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Because the finale is like final 5, right? And we're final 9, so we need to get rid of 4 more people before the finale.
And then Big Brother, yeah.
I have no idea. But I gotta send my video.
Big Brother 17, Whitney, woohoo!
They started posting the Canada videos online.
You need to make your video, yeah.
I've watched a couple videos. I've watched a couple episodes of the third Big Brother Canada.
Oh, the third one? Yeah, I may watch that. I don't know.
I don't think they have every episode though.
I mean, I know a website where I watch TV shows that has it. So, but yeah, I may check that one out. But thanks everyone for tuning in with us when we talk about Survivor.
Whitney froze.
Yeah, and also
she's wrapping up, but yeah, I can't log out. I can't log us out. But
yeah,
thanks everyone for tuning in to Reality Radio Podcast.
We're gonna try, guys.
Survivor. Hopefully, next week, catch us next week. Discuss episode 10.
Yeah, Stefan and I are gonna try to do Amazing Race.
Double episode.
This thing is
oh yeah, we definitely want to get an Amazing Race. Whitney's back. I was just about to close us out.
Oh yeah.
You have anything else to add?
Alrighty, guys.
No. All right. Peace out. Thanks for watching.
Bye.